addiction is a complex behavior and it has harmful effects on individual, family, and society as well. When I talk about individual, it's more to do with like physical, psychological, and emotional state of the person who is going through addiction. And when it comes to society, when I say, it's more to do with your social relationships, career or job, your work life. So all these aspects, we look at it as little bit altered because of the addiction, and it has harmful effects on it as well. So there are three components of it. One is that as a family member, how is my response to my loved one addiction? That is one thing. The responses, when I say, it can be like denial that my loved one is in addiction. It can be, I try to normalize, like even if the person is with addiction at home, I try to at least normalize the other family members or family functioning. It can be like polarization, thinking about, now I cannot take this anymore. It's better to stay away. It's better to get apart. Or it can be like, no, whatever it is, I need to work on, ensure that my family is fine. These are the various responses. Then there are lots of behavioral coping and other things where we try to plead them, where we try to say that you cannot, how can you do this? These are the various responses, how as a family member I respond. Second one is, with this response, how it has affected my loved one's course of addiction. Either it has introduced in a strong way that my loved one get into more even addiction, or it has decreased. Third one is, what is my role as a family in a treatment and aftercare, which can either push a person to recover, or either it can be a factor to even relapse. Okay, so these are the various factors which as a family member I think you should be aware of. A person who is trying to recover from addiction, for himself also it is not an easy step, right? So it is very important that they might at some point of time feel low, or they might feel negative, or they might feel that there is nothing good happening in my life. So it is very important as a family that you reward him, you praise him, then help him to think more positively, and ensuring that you can do it. I know, I really believe that you will be able to overcome this. So we all are there to support you. These kind of statements can also really help your loved one to overcome. Your loved ones to challenge his own thoughts when experiencing craving. Like definitely I know that they might remember only the positive effect of the substances. Like they might say that I was feeling very high, I was feeling very happy, but they often also forget the negative consequences of substances. So it's always better that you help them to challenge their own thoughts about what they are experiencing because of craving. Okay, and remind your loved one's benefit that he can enjoy by not having substances also. Like there might be situations in the past that when your loved one, like your son, might be enjoying the outings, enjoying family time, family gatherings, or enjoying the sports activities which he was doing then without a substance also, which is really lacking now. So these are the things, as a family, I think you nourish those memories where he was so happy going than now when he is getting into the substance. And help your loved one to get into the friend circle where they do not take any substances, or their colleagues are clean and fine. And ensure that as a family you spend time, go for outings with him. That can also reduce the risk of old friends or friends who are into addiction approaching him might be less, or vice versa as well. Okay, and try to cheer up your loved one by doing something special, or favorite foods, or certain things that is of his choice and of happiness. Like reward your loved one frequently with but definitely with not with substances, but something else which of his choice, which can motivate him or reward him. So there are certain of the families do ask that when we go to our social events or social gatherings, how do we manage our loved one? Like it's very difficult for me to keep an eye on my loved one. It's very difficult. What kind of people would trigger him in the place. I'm really not sure. It's like very stressful situation if I go to social gatherings or social events. So what you can do is that if any non-alcoholic drinks might not be available where you are going, it's better that you carry a soft drink or carry a fruit juices with you, where you can give it to your loved one, so that he should not feel that he's not taking anything or eating anything. He need not to explain the reason that why he do not want to take the substance as well. So many of the times what happens, many of our clients try to rationalize and explain people that I don't want to drink because I went to rehab, I had been there, I have this problem. So it is very easy for the third person to pull him inside that. So it is always better be assertive and teach your loved one to say no thank you, and just leave this place then and there.